Hey Mustangs, my name's Helen Hendricks.
And I'm Camsio Chukwu.
Welcome to a new year of broadcasting.
A lot of us are glad 2020 is over and we have a fresh start.
Let's start the election and all the news in politics.
As we should all know, Biden is now the 46th president of the United States.
His inauguration was on January 20th. Did you happen to watch it?
Yes, I did. I saw the performances as well as the poem.
On the first day of office, he banned workplace discrimination against LGBTQ employees, required masks on federal property, and also rejoined the World Health Organization.
Now for Black History Month.
As we all know, February is Black History Month. Let's discuss some Black people who have made history and changed the world into what we know today.
We all know about people like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, but have any of you guys heard of Claudette Colvin?
Yes, I have. She was just a teenager when she refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white person. Rosa Parks did the same thing, but not until 9 months later. So really, it was Claudette who challenged the law.
So why is Rosa's story more known than Claudette's?
Well, part of the reason was because the activists felt that Rosa Parks would be a better icon, and unfair reasons such as her being older and an adult.
Well, now we have two paraprofessionals from Memorial Junior High School to talk more about Black History Month. Please welcome Miss Edwards and Miss Davis.
Hi, girls.
Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
How are you?
Can you tell us a little about Black history?
Hi, I'm Mrs. Davis. I could start off just a little bit and tell you that Black History Month first started off as the second week of February. It began in 1926 by Carter Woodson. He recognized that we had two individuals that they wanted to talk about or think about in the month of February. One was Frederick Douglass, who did not know when his birthday was. He did not even really know when he was born. He asked his slave master, who told him he thought it was sometime in February. But as a little boy, he kind of remembered his mom baking him a cake, and it looked like a heart. And for that reason, he chose February 14th to be his birthday. Abraham Lincoln was also born in that same month on February 12th in 1809. And so it's changed from Black History Week, which was the second week in February, to Black History Month, which came up a little later. It was given that by our own president in 1976. I'll let Miss Edward take it from here.
So Black History Month is an annual celebration that celebrates the entire month of February. As Ms. Davis has stated, in 1976 is when the month of February actually became the celebration or the holiday for African Americans to celebrate the entire month of February. It's a month of honoring the inheritance of our abundant Black culture.
So what do you want students to know about Black History Month?
I would like them to understand their culture. I would like them to understand who started what the reason Black History Month is for. Sometimes we as students don't understand that you did not have to be educated, because there was a lot of Black individuals did invent things so that it'll be easier for them as they work for their slave masters. I want our young people to know that Martin Luther King Day is not just a day off. He was a civil rights leader. I asked a student that, and he really didn't even know exactly on why he was going to be off for that month. For that Monday. So I want us to know exactly on our culture, who gave things to make life better for us, who allowed us to be able to vote, the task in which they done, the things in which we hold in our hands and play with and say, oh, I wonder who made this. And not really knowing that a Black person may have been one of the individuals that did it, like our water soakers. That was made by a Black man, and every summer we're playing with them in our backyard. Miss Edwards.
Yes, I do agree with Ms. Davis. I want students to know that Black History Month is an acknowledgement of all African Americans or Black Americans, whether they are local, state, nationally, worldly known. We are all important, loved, and deserve admiration and recognition. all African Americans.
Who are some people you admire in Black history?
Well, again, as I say, age before beauty. So I'm going to start with me because I'm the eldest here. The person in which I admire more than anybody would be my father. He is not in the history book, but he made history with my family, our family. I watched my father be the son of a slave owner. He had 12 family members, 6 sisters, 6 brothers. They worked very hard. The boys had to work in the field and the crop. They were not able to go to school. They may have attended school maybe 3 times a month, but the sisters every now and then got a chance to go to school. And after they came home from the crops, they went, sat with their sisters and learned. But I watched my father as I was growing up, a man that had not had a great bit of education, but ended up being one of the greatest men that I ever knew. Before he died, he said something to us. He said, I am a Black man that wants for nothing. I have learned in my lifetime how to build, how to make, how to do things. And before he died, I looked at all of his accomplishments and the things that he had made and not being able to go to school that he desired, but yet ended up going to school as he got older. But with his hands, he were able to make, build anything he desired to do. And he died with a prosperous life. So he's the greatest individual that I know of. Miss Edwards.
Yes, Miss Davis, I have to agree with you. My dad is deceased 19 years ago, but he's definitely a man that I can definitely say that I admire. He was able to, we were actually my dad, my mom, myself, and my siblings, we were all born in Waycross, Georgia, which is this little bitty town that's probably about 70 miles from Jacksonville, Florida. And my dad was able to go to Morehouse College in Atlanta to get an education. And he has, since I can remember, he worked 2 jobs. He was also a math teacher as well, which I must admit never, ever rubbed off on me. But he was a very good math teacher. And he's always worked 2 jobs as a teacher, 2 different teaching jobs to try to support for his family. So I definitely have to, and he's always taught me the same thing, Miss Davis, that there's nothing that I can't do that I put my desire and my heart to. Some of the other people besides my dad that I do admire would be like Vice President Kamala Harris, and John Lewis, Maxine Waters, the 7 women that turned the state of Georgia blue, Charlotte Haymore and Betty Jones. Those are 2 women who actually created the Travel Professionals of Color organization, the Atlanta Dream WNBA team, and Roland Martin, because he's always bringing us all of the news that's definitely within our community.
And if I could just tell on one other individual, as I said, Sister Tyson died on the 29th, I believe, of January, at the age of 96. Yeah. The thing that I admired about her, she was in the era where a lot of Black women had just come into being an actress. They were just allowing them. And they would take whatever part that was given them in order for them to act and make some money. But if it was something that was demeaning to us, I would never, ever, ever play that role. And to this day, until she died, she was very particular about what she did. And I admired her for the things in which she did, because some people feel that it doesn't matter as long as I get the money, but it does matter. Money is not everything.
I agree.
Well, thanks for coming. We appreciate your presence.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having both of us.
So let's talk about some of our New Year resolutions. Did you make any, Cam?
Well, actually, yes, I did. I rather made goals for the year than New Year's resolutions. What about you?
Oh, I wanted to get started to get better at cooking.
Well, did you know that around this time of the year, 80% of people's resolutions fail?
Yeah, I did. Part of the reason why that happened is because a lot of things are easier said than done. Also, people go through personal struggles, which makes it harder for them to reach their goals, which I completely understand.
Well, thanks for watching our broadcast today. I'm Camcia.
And I'm Helen. Spread the love to the friends and family and keep learning about Black history.
Happy Valentine's, Mustangs.